All right, it's been over 30 minutes. Let's call Yazoo City Prison and see if we can't find out some information regarding Pastor Ken Hovind. This morning was a complete wash, and they didn't provide any information whatsoever.
You have reached the Federal Correctional Complex, Yazoo City, Mississippi, Low Institution. If this call is in reference to an inmate, you can dial 0. Please hold for assistance.
Yazoo City Low. This is calling reference to staff for an inmate.
It's an inmate.
Okay, may I have that inmate's name, please?
Kent, K-E-N-T, Hovind, H-O-V-I-N-D.
Okay, and may I have Mr. Hovind's registration number, please?
Yes, ma'am. 06452-017.
Okay, and who would you like to speak to regarding this inmate?
I would like to speak to the warden if possible, and if not possible, his counselor. I have a question regarding whether he's in the general population. I was expecting an email and a phone call from him yesterday, and I haven't received anything, and I'm concerned about if anything's happened.
Oh, just one moment for me, sir.
Henderson.
Hello.
It's Counselor Henderson. How may I help you?
Counselor Henderson, how you doing, sir? You're a hard guy to reach sometimes. My name is Rudy Davis. I'm a friend of Pastor Ken Hovind. I was expecting an email and a phone call from him yesterday, but I have not received anything from him, and I'm very concerned about anything happening to him. Do you know if he's in the general population and has access to email and phone?
And what's your relation to Mr. Hovind?
I'm a friend. I've been speaking to him for months, practically every single day for the past few. Since January of this year.
And you said Mr. Hovind called you on a weekly basis?
Daily basis.
Daily basis?
Yes, sir. Multiple times a day.
Okay. And how may I help you?
Okay, is he in the general population? Did he lose access? I mean, I was expecting to receive an email or a phone call from him yesterday.
Any information on Mr. Hovind cannot be given to you, sir.
Any information at all?
Public information, his name, number, date of birth, info that you probably already have.
Okay. But you can't give me information regarding whether he's in the general population or has been moved out?
No, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me if he can receive books or mail or phone or email? Those are four. I'm sorry, I went through those pretty quick, but 4 different things. I'm curious if I can send him books, if I can send him regular mail. I guess email. I've been sending him email, but I'm concerned he's not receiving it. And also phone. I've stopped receiving phone calls, and I've received at least 1 phone call a day since January of this year, which is a pretty long time.
Right. Yes, you can send them mail. Also books. You can send them up to 5. Softback only.
Oh, softback only? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But can you tell me whether he's lost access to email or not?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Can I just share a story with you since you're his counselor? I think it's important, and I won't take up much of your time, but I think this is important for you to hear.
Okay.
Okay. So I've been following very closely what's going on with him. There's literally millions of people that love him, that his videos have affected, and he's changed their lives for Christianity. And I don't know if you're a Christian, that may or may not be important, but I'm just saying that he has affected the lives of millions of people all over the world. But there's a small group of people that absolutely hate Pastor Hovind. They hate his guts. And they call wherever he goes, and they make up stories and lies about him.
Oh, really?
Yes, absolutely. It's absolutely true, I promise you. And an example would be when I went to Pensacola, Florida, and went to the hotel room right? When I went to support him in his trial, you know what they did? They called the hotel ahead of me because they found out what hotel I was going to be staying at, and they said, this Rudy Davis guy comes along with a lot of violence. He's going to have guns. He's going to be completely, threatening everybody, and you don't need to let him stay at your hotel. When nothing could be furthest from the truth. And the only reason I tell you the story about my hotel is they do the same thing to Ken Hovind. Anytime he goes to a new place, they call the place and they tell all these stories. And they say that he's an evil man, he's a right-wing nut job, he's got a lot of followers who are violent, and he's going to get people at the staff. Nothing like that is true. But the people who call and tell those stories, they love to hear the fact that Ken Hovind lost his email and his phone privileges, and that someone might have possibly stuck him in solitary confinement. Out of the millions of people that love and support him, there's just a few people that hate him, and they love it. They just I can't tell you how much joy they get when they hear that, he's in solitary confinement and lost phone privileges. I would just, please beg of you, right, to look into the situation a little deeper and see if what they're saying is actually true, because some things happen outside of Ken Hovind's control. And, Ken Hovind can't control, who calls or who says what. I hope, whatever's happened to Ken Hovind is because it's been evaluated on what Ken Hovind does, not on what other people do. And I'm only sharing that because I love the man, and we desperately want him to be out of prison. There's many of us that think he's been in prison as an innocent man, and we just want him to be safe. And he's gone through a lot of persecution, and he's coming up on 9 years in prison. And he's not a dangerous man. He's a strong Christian man. He's a pastor. He loves everybody. He wants people to be saved. And I just very concerned that the enemy camp has convinced somebody at the prison that he's an evil guy and he needs to be stuck away in solitary, and I just know that's not the case.
I'm sure that's not the what's going on with Mr. Hovind, sir. He can only be dealt with on things of his own accord, if you understand what I'm saying.
He moved 25 times.
Right, and in the past 9 years, they moved him 27 times. I mean, I don't know if you know of another prisoner that's been moved 27 times in less than 8.5 years. What you're saying, I pray is true, that because I think the enemy camp tries to set him up constantly and tries to, they call and tell all kinds of stories, and if people aren't really investigating, they can believe them. And there's a lot of people that love Pastor Hovind, and I just pray that the enemy camp hasn't convinced anybody of anything wrong.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be writing him some letters. Can I write the warden a letter too?
Sure.
Okay. The address that I have, if you don't mind, I just want to double confirm that it's right, is Warden Marcus Martin, P.O. Box 5050, Yazoo City, Mississippi, 39194.
Yes, sir. That's the address to the institution.
Okay, and it just, you got to understand, we've been talking to him every single day, and now we're not talking to him at all, and now we have no idea. You're telling us that you're unable. If a family member called in, would you be able to share with a family member whether he has email privileges or phone privileges, or even if they called in, you wouldn't be able to share?
No, it's certain information we can give family members.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey, I'll see if one of the family members can call in, and that would be great. And they can just call and ask for Counselor Henderson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time today, and I pray to God. I don't know if you're a Christian man, but I pray to God that you guys haven't, I just ask you to take care of him. Please make sure he's safe. There's lots of people that love him and support him, and we believe that he's been in prison as an innocent man. I know you guys hear that a lot, but he's coming up on 9 years in prison, and we just want him to get out of there. And all the charges were dropped. I don't know if you know that too, but they brought up charges against him, and they dropped all the charges. And he was approved for home confinement, and he should have been released in February. So that's why a lot of people are anxious for him to get out. So I'm going to write the warden a letter about that as well. Should I copy you as well? Should I copy you on all these letters so that you're aware too, since you're his counselor?
No, sir. You do not have to.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well,
I appreciate your call.
All right. Thank you.